And now, your First Alert 5 weather.
Well, it's been a generally cloudless day for us, and we're tracking a generally cloudless week as high pressure moves into the area and sticks around for several days. And as we take a live look outside right now here in the Springs, sun just beginning to set, 76 degrees, right around room temperature for us. So a nice evening to go for a walk, maybe have dinner outside, really any outdoor activities. Nothing's going to be impacted by any impactful weather this evening. As we take a look at temperatures right now, we can see that we still have this warm flow in from the south. Generally, air coming in from the south, that's a warm wind direction for us. And so our temperatures have responded to that. We're still in the mid 80s in Pueblo, mid 70s in the Springs, mid 70s for most of the I-25 corridor, and mid to upper 80s along the eastern plains. And that trend looks to continue for us tomorrow. But this evening, because the air is also very dry for us, hence why we don't see any clouds, well, related to why we don't see any clouds, we drop our temperatures quite a bit. Let's take you hour by hour as we head into the evening. Our temperatures drop pretty quickly down into the 50s, so bundle up if you're going to be out late tonight. We'll bottom out our temperatures around 50 degrees around sunrise tomorrow for both Pueblo and the Springs. And it'll be a little bit cooler if you go into the mountains. So again, a brisk morning but a warm afternoon on tap for us. As we take a look at humidity levels, this air mass that we have in place, it's really dry. Generally speaking, right now we're anywhere from around 20% on relative humidity down to around 15%. Now this is low enough humidity-wise for us to have a fire risk if we had stronger winds. Thankfully, the winds today are not strong, so we don't have that concern either. Now if we take a wider look, this is water vapor imagery here. We can see why the air is so dry and really get a good idea of what's going on. We've got this ridge of high pressure. It's centered to our south, but it actually extends far up past Colorado to the north. And then we also have this really long tongue of dry air coming in from the Pacific, and that's coming straight into Colorado. So that high pressure, that's forcing the air down, and this dry air is coming all the way in from the west. Now, thankfully, we've already seen, to use Mike Daniels' term, a lot of liquid gold this month. We're already above average for here in the Springs by about a half inch. We've seen 1.7 inches of rain here in Colorado Springs and 1.6 inches in Pueblo, which is about an inch above average. We've seen a lot of rain this year. We've seen a lot of rain this month. So thankfully, not seeing a lot of rain right now isn't as big of a concern as it might otherwise be, which is good because as you look at the next 5 days, we're not tracking almost any rain whatsoever. As we take a wider look once again at satellite and radar, we can see how big this area of high pressure is. Not only Colorado isn't seeing any clouds, Kansas, Nebraska, Utah, there's no clouds in a 500-mile radius. This is a big, very strong high. And that's good because we see this a very strong upper level low off the coast of Seattle. That's going to try to send some energy our way, but that high is going to win out. So we're not going to see any clouds or really anything else from that. Now, on Wednesday, timing things out with Futurecast, we might see a few clouds as a very, very weak cold front tries to work through the region. I think that's pretty much all we'll see, although we might see a shower right along the southern border of Colorado and New Mexico, so we'll keep an eye on that. But other than that, we're mainly dry all the way through the end of the week, and we can see that here on our super 7-day forecast. Tons of sunshine here in the Springs. I've got us in the low 80s for the next couple days. We warm it up to 84 on Thursday, but our next main concern is on Saturday when we're tracking a bit of a wind threat, and that's going to be something we track for the as we continue along through the week. Winds could gust anywhere from 30 to 35 miles per hour here in the Springs on Saturday, and we'll of course update you as we continue on through the week. Now in Pueblo, I've got you at 91 degrees on Thursday and 90 on Friday before we start to drop our temperatures back to a more comfortable and seasonable pattern by Monday with clouds on the increase for the weekend. Canyon City, pretty similar story. Plenty of sunshine the next couple days. Mostly sunny Thursday and Friday before we bring in the clouds Saturday, Sunday, and Monday before we turn more seasonal. And in Woodland Park, a dry week for the most part, but bring the sweater, bring the scarf with you if you're heading out early in the morning. Those temperatures in the low 40s, right around average, but those highs above average for us. Our next chance for rain occurring on Sunday. We'll be right back.